list. And in today's Make Ends Meet, the city of Roanoke is encouraging all of us to participate in free financial empowerment events during Roanoke Valley Saves Week. So to discuss the event, we are joined by Brandon McGinley. Welcome to the show. Great to have you.
Thank you.
Yes, and this is a wonderful service for our community because, saving is hard to do. So let's talk a little bit about Roanoke Valley Saves Week. What is it?
Roanoke Valley Saves Week is the Roanoke Valley's take, if you will, on America Saves Week. So next week, April 6th through 10th, is America Saves Week, and there are coalitions and groups across the country that are out there encouraging people to take small financial steps in order to have a big impact over time. And so we are partnering with America Saves and hosting Roanoke Valley Saves Week.
Okay, all right. So so small steps. So that's more doable, I would say, because
Right.
There's so many of us that are living paycheck to paycheck. We're struggling to pay rent or mortgage. So tell us a little bit about what we're going to learn at some of these events that you're hosting.
Yeah, so folks can sign up and register for 3 classes throughout the week. One of them on Monday evening will focus on saving for retirement. So we'll be partnering, our Coalition Bank on Roanoke Valley, I should note, is a partnership of local government, banks and credit unions and service organizations.
Okay.
And so on Monday evening, we'll be there discussing saving for retirement. And on Thursday in the afternoon, in partnership with TAP, we have a class on making a household budget. And then on Thursday evening at the Melrose Plaza, we have a class on the basics of credit and debt.
Do you find that financial literacy is something that is lacking, with a lot of people's, education?
I think that this is anecdotal. I don't have the evidence to bear it out. I have the sense that people are paying more and more attention, actually. And that's a great thing.
That is good.
I think there are more and more good resources out there, whether it be through local organizations such as Bank on Roanoke Valley, whether it be through federal government organizations. But I think people are paying close attention, and it's because they feel like they need to.
Right.
There's
yes, with gas prices and everything going up. I mean, you're kind of forced to watch where every dollar goes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, and I've been in this position doing this type of work for about 5 years, and it seems like every year it's always tough to make ends meet. There's always something happening financially in the world that is beyond our control. And so what we encourage folks to do and give them the resources and tips to at least help them is to take control where you can.
Yes.
While you can't do anything about the gas prices yourself.
Right.
You can sit down and start to track how much am I spending on gas, for example.
Right.
And if you see it and you write it down, then maybe you can start to work on budgeting so that you can better afford higher prices. And that sort of thing.
You know what, and that's so true because it feels like you're more in control if you can kind of sit down and kind of look, all right, well, do I have to run to the store every day, or do I have to, run here and there and everywhere? Maybe I can carpool or something and find ways where you can kind of save.
Exactly.
Yeah. Any other tips for people to save, from month to month?
Yeah, so I would say a few things when it comes to saving. So first off, I just want to acknowledge that it's not easy. Sometimes folks talk about saving as if it's just something you can do. But, people are often living in a situation where their expenses catch up to their income or outweigh it. So the first step is just to, if you don't already, do the best you can to have an understanding of what your income is and what your expenses are and see what that looks like. However, I would suggest a couple things if you can. First, pay yourself first. This means even if it's just $5 or $10 that you can put into a savings account every paycheck, do so, and do that not at the end of the month when everything else is spent, but at the beginning, right as you get paid, as if it's a bill you need to pay. You're putting that into a savings account, whatever you think you can afford. Second, if your employer offers a match on like a 401k,
take advantage
of that. Don't leave free money on the table.
Good advice.
And then finally, I would say, without recommending any particular products, there are right now high yield savings accounts that are paying a higher rate than some traditional savings accounts are. So a lot of people are taking advantage of these. Just make sure they're FDIC insured, make sure they're legitimate, and you do your research. But that is one way to get a little bit, to let your money make money for you.
Great advice. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. So these events are coming up. Kickoff Cookout is happening Saturday, April 4th. It begins at noon. It's happening at the Envision Center at 2607 Salem Avenue. And then workshops are available all next week. You can register online. We'll have that information over on our website. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.